out to do whatever.
Whatever.
I mean, this isn't quite the same intro as when we had you hit the deck. Remember, you were lying down on the sofa, asking us whether you smelt.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I do a lot of interviews and I talk a lot of shit. I'm sorry, I don't remember the ins and outs of all the shit that I've talked.
See, I think it's a nice thing rather than a bad thing. Is that you were that comfortable that you just kind of chilled
Yeah.
for a bit. And I mean, I think we've done the same again. I think the interview has actually started without us doing a proper intro.
I think it always should, personally.
Okay, so
I think
it's Darren from the Rock Show.
I think it's the sign of a good journo who just hits record to capture all the magic, right?
I like to think so. Well, you said that now. I've
Forgotten to hit record.
We're good. We're good.
We're good! There you go. Now that he's talked about this.
Set me up for failure right there.
No, it's chill. How are you guys? How's your slam dunk?
Our slam dunk is going very well. Very well.
Early in the day so far.
Yeah, but not for us. Because we've come up from the depths of Exeter again.
Yeah, true. Everyone had to come from somewhere. You know?
Yeah.
No one lives in this weird Air Force hangar that we're situated in.
You say that there's probably some sort of security guard that hasn't been
That
outside.
that lives like just in the like woods. I like that idea that there would be like a guy who just like crawls out of his like sleeping bag and just like goes into work. Someone brought
just
like
like
apocalyptic dude. Yeah. Not even dedication, I think just like a gnarly bro. That's what you want keeping you safe.
That'd be fantastic. Right, he would definitely know how to throw down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. A survivalist, who lives out here.
Well,
But yeah,
Rose is
so
actually
yes,
skating.
you guys had to travel. We traveled. We only had like 2 hours. What was your?
About 3.5.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's
so-
good. Stop at get a robot Costa on the way.
Pretty much,
Go
yeah.
get a little. I had a Plowman's. Plowman's.
I had an all-day breakfast sandwich. And
Oh, there you go.
I vaped a little on the way up as well.
I bet you think more than a little. I've seen you with that walkie-talkie.
I could drench us now if I really wanted to, but
Are you allowed to vape on air?
I don't know. Well, I'm going to go for it anyway.
Dude, blow the biggest cloud. Please. This is my first vape-related interview. I love it. That made my day. Thank you.
I think it's just
Pantos in case was a camera.
fantastic. I think it's my first ever vape-related interview as well.
No, this is.
Yeah, this is.
I thought you were like, this. I don't think this is my first.
Oh no, I've vaped many times. No.
Me and Chino Marino were vaping hard. Okay, serious talk.
Some charity talk.
We gotta talk about some serious things. Yeah, charity. Last time we were over, we were talking about the head shave for charity, the boot.
The boot.
And it worked out. We raised 20 grand in the end.
20 grand.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. And
So
how much
that's-
was from the boot?
I tipped that. What, sorry?
How much was in the boot?
I don't know.
Take a stab. Half?
From the UK, you mean?
Well, just from the boot that you were carrying around.
Well, no, the boot would get emptied out like every day. Because it would get it'd be half full or like 3/4 full like every single show.
I don't know if you sort of had online donations as well. Or
We had online stuff, so that was coming from Canada and other places. And then there was the boot at every show. But yeah, the boot, we had to go to the bank like 3 and 4 times throughout just the UK tour. And then we ended up having to roll everything by hand because they don't have coin sorting machines in Europe. So we were rolling everything, all the coins by hand, and
Sounds about right.
yeah, it was crazy. But luckily the promoters in Germany helped us change it over into actual euros, and we could bring that back to our bank and change it into Canadian, and then take it to the hospital at the end. But it was amazing. Going into the hospital, having just like met these people like over the internet,
Yeah.
and then it's like handing them, you know, like basically just like here's 20 grand.
Was that to the hospital itself, or
Yeah, so that's just for the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. So the research center and like their hospital, which is like it's the biggest facility in Canada, but it's also the second biggest research facility in the world.
very good place to put the money?
Yeah, so that was why like the whole thing was like, okay, let's, you know, get people from all around the world supporting this thing that's for the research and for like such a good cause for everyone. So yeah, it was really good.
I understand that you've also reshaved your head as well.
I reshaved it basically because I realized like everyone who donated is from like here. Like for the most part, there was like, you know, the 5 people from Toronto that I've met and hung out with, and I got to see it. But everyone here who was like a part of the head shave kind of like didn't really get to be part of it.
Yeah.
So like my hair was probably like your length, maybe a little bit shorter. But like
Did you rock the quiff, or?
no, I just like let it be dirty underneath the hat every day. So that's why I was like, oh, you know what? Like I'll shave it again so that like kind of everyone who was part of the tour and like threw it for the charity can kind of be a part of at least the end result again. And it was such like a nothing. Like I've had
The second time
the
round.
second time was so easy. I did it 5 minutes before we got on the plane.
Fantastic.
Like I was just or left for the airport. It was just like brown, brown, brown.
So I think it's fortunate some gents have a good shaped head to shave.
Yeah.
Mike, the name on the show, he has a fantastically
Yeah,
shaped
his
head.
head's great.
Yeah, and you also have a wonderful
My head's
head.
these. My head is these. I like it.
And you, it gives you also like a slightly sort of, if you want to, look unhinged as well.
Yeah, edgier vibe.
Yeah.
I think that was my other side too, is that I was like, oh, I'll shave my head and I'll look crazy.
And now
Right?
you're gonna like slap it or something in the middle of
Yeah,
the
I realized that like crazy eyes with like a shaved head is just like way more intense. Like doing that on stage is just like, it's times 1,000.
I've read a study that old men and the eyes of ladyfolk are the most dynamic as well. So
Hey man, I guess if you search for it, you can read anything on the internet.
I was gonna
so
say,
you
have
can
you-
support whatever you want.
have you found it's gone over well with the ladies?
I have a girlfriend, so
Has it gone over well with her?
she's cool.
I was going to say that's the only
She's
important
down.
opinion.
We've been dating for like almost 10 years, so we're cool.
I was going to say she'd probably be on board then.
Yeah. And you can't really like be not on board for someone who shaves their head for like a cancer charity. You would just be the worst person
I was going to say
ever.
that would not make her look good in this interview. So I did all this stuff
No,
for
my girlfriend's the
charity.
best.
No.
And then she broke up with me over my shaved head. No,
Did
my,
not like the way I look.
no, my girlfriend's the best.
Cool.
Let's chill.
What do you guys have planned? Like after Slam Dunk for the rest of the year?
We literally have like a couple other festivals that we're gonna go to, and then it's like so chill for the rest of the year. Basically just like being at home, hanging out, and then kind of living life, recharging the batteries a bit, but more just like having some life to experience to then get stoked on writing another record, get into like that whole vibe, you know? We're definitely not gonna like rush writing another record,
No,
just
God,
because album 6, we have a lot to follow up. So I think we're gonna take our time and make sure it's like worthy of all Cancer Bats fans.
I think you are one of like the sort of bands that can take a bit of time. There isn't like the expectation.
Yeah, I think we're finally at a point, like, kind of in our career where kids are like, cool. They're like, we're fans, we're down. We're not gonna take too long. Like, it probably won't be like 5 years, but it will be probably like at least a couple of years until we come back with another record.
Okay, but you're gonna come back before then, right? And say hey. Like,
I don't know. This might just be us saying hey right now.
I was gonna say a couple of years.
You know?
A couple of years without the bats is gonna be,
It's happened before. We'll all be good.
I know, but we never got this close then. Huh? I get really upset.
You're like, I want to build on this relationship.
I thought that we're going
Have
somewhere
to
with
start
this.
from scratch 2 years later. I'll be like, yeah, what's up?
It's that chump that vaped. What's vaping these days? It's
What
like,
is vaping 2 years from now?
Yeah.
Right?
Or everybody will be vaping, and then we'll do a non-vaping.
No one will be vaping 2 years from now.
Nobody will be smoking 2 years from now.
Hopefully, I think vaping is actually causing people to smoke more. Because I think there's a lot of people who are like, you know what? I'm just going to smoke. Like, I don't think it's had the effect that I think people want it to.
Well, I think people have also got a little bit obsessed with the status symbol of, as you said, I've got
The
a
walkie-talkie.
walkie-talkie.
You like the walkie-talkie.
I do.
Or the wand. Like, people look like they're playing recorder I like it.
I've seen somebody with an actual pipe as well. Just-
Oh, I've seen those too. They
Yeah.
look like real steampunk
yeah.
kind of looking.
All right.
But anyways,
We should probably wrap
we're
it
getting
up.
to wind it up.
Yeah.
Talking about vaping too much.
It's been
As
good,
always,
guys.
yeah, thanks for having me on the show again.
No worries, dude.
Cheers. We'll see you guys soon.
Cheers.